Hi there. Today I'm talking about highly sensitive people. Tracy Cooper says highly sensitive people are often creative geniuses because they're able to see and experience the world in a way that others cannot. A highly sensitive person, or an HSP, is a person who experiences the world in a more intense way than others. Being an HSP is a trait that affects over 15% of the population. HSPs have a more sensitive nervous system and are more aware and affected by things such as smells, sounds, and sights like bright light, and can be overwhelmed by sensory stimuli. And I'm one of those people. HSPs can also show up as empaths and be emotionally sensitive to others' feelings. Being highly sensitive can have negative and positive aspects. On one hand, they can be prone to anxiety, stress, and overwhelm. And on the other hand, they can be compassionate, intuitive, and deeply creative. I'm going to share some ways that sensitivities can manifest. So first, let's talk about noise sensitivity. An HSP may get overwhelmed by fireworks, car horns, loud popping, or any sudden noise. I remember how loud it can be at a Seahawks game or a concert. It is way too loud for me to withstand. And I actually bought some orange headphones to wear when I went to the Seahawks game, and they're like the kind you buy for a gun range, and they really worked well. Unfortunately, I forgot them at the concert. I was in a band a couple of years ago, and the guitars were turned up so loud, it was so hard for me to stay in the same room. It's best in these types of situations to use noise-canceling headphones or earplugs. And if you're having trouble with loud noises in general, you could go seek out quiet environments in nature or parks to recharge you, and could also listen to calming music. Now let's talk about light sensitivity. And those who know me well know that I am the sunglass queen and that they go with me wherever I go. I talked about this on a podcast before. I wear them not just outside, but sometimes inside if there's some funky or flickering lights going on. HSPs can be sensitive to flashing, flickering, or bright lights. And a solution would be to use dimmer switches at home that will take the light down a bit and avoid fluorescent and strobe lights. Also, you can wear sunglasses like I do, and also wear a baseball cap to keep the harsh sunlight out of your face if maybe you're on a walk. So now let's discuss sensitivity to touch, which may show up through temperature changes or being sensitive to fabrics. As far as the temperature changes, I'm mostly comfortable when it's between 55 and 65 degrees outside. And in the house, 68, maybe 67 during the day, and 65 when we sleep. And I also like fresh air. I'm very sensitive to changes to temperature. With sensitivity to fabrics, you may prefer to avoid tight clothing and wear soft clothing made of wool or cotton. All right, can we talk about smell sensitivity? If you're my friend, you know that I'm extremely sensitive to smell. And like other HSPs, I get headaches, nausea, and asthma when I'm around cigarette smoke, cleaning products, flowers like lilies, perfume, or any other scented products that people wear. If you're going to visit me, please don't wear that stuff, even if you believe that it's lightly scented. For HSPs who are sensitive to smell, deep breathing exercises are supposed to calm the nervous system if you're exposed to an unpleasant smell. You can also carry around a scent that agrees with you at times like that. I actually do like a couple of scents, like cookies in the oven, gardenias, because it reminds me of my mom, chocolate, cinnamon, and I actually like burnt toast smell. Can you imagine me carrying a piece of charred burnt toast in my pocket to sniff whenever I desire? What about empaths with emotional sensitivity? Well, UHSPs may be deeply affected by the suffering of others and may need to take extra care to avoid being overwhelmed by other people's emotions. It's good to practice self-care and take time to relax and avoid overcommitting by setting boundaries and learning how to say no in a nice way, of course. You can also practice meditation and deep breathing exercises. I just started doing this a couple of months ago as a part of my workout routine. After my workout routine, I do at least 10 minutes every morning. As I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, an HSP may excel in writing or even art and music because they have a heightened sense of creativity. So it's good to embrace hobbies or anything else that creates joy for you. It also helps to journal and find a community of like-minded people who are encouraging and appreciative of your perspective. If you're an HSP, it's important to prioritize your own self-care by eating nutrient-rich foods, exercising daily, relaxing throughout the day, and getting enough sleep. As I mentioned before, it's good to set healthy boundaries so you're not overstimulated or overwhelmed, especially in social situations. Say no if you don't want to go, or say yes and set a timer. Maybe you can visit for an hour and that's enough for you. You decide what you can handle. When you're at home, create a calming environment with plants, soft music, or maybe an indoor water feature. Again, practicing mindfulness is a great tool to stay present and in the moment. If you're an HSP, it's good to seek support if you feel you need it. Don't be afraid to reach out to a therapist or coach who specialize in HSP and understand sensitivities and provide strategies and coping mechanisms tailored to you. You can attend a workshop or retreat that talks about this very subject, or you can join social media or meetup groups where you can connect with other HSPs. Finding a community where you can connect with others who share similar experiences can help you feel supported, validated, and less alone. Dr. Elaine Aron says that the key to being happy as an HSP is to understand and accept your sensitivity and learn how to manage it in a way that works for you. Here are some books you might want to check out, and I'll put links in the show notes. The first one is The Highly Sensitive Person by Dr. Elaine Aron. The other one is The Empath's Survival Guide by Dr. Judith Orloff. If you're a highly sensitive person or know someone that is, you're in good company. There are many of us out there. I hope these resources helped you today. So take care of your mental health, and I'll see you again next time. Have a great day.